Amber Heard is sexy, but she doesn't talk a lot, at least not in depositions. We broke a couple of stories over the weekend on the website that Amber Heard had her deposition. Well, it was scheduled to be taken in Century City, California, at a law office of Laura Wasser. And it was scheduled for 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And everybody was there. Blair Burke, very prominent lawyer, was supposed to cross-examine her on Johnny's side.
Love her.
Her lawyer ended up there. But 10 o'clock, Amber wasn't there. 10:30, Amber wasn't there. 11 o'clock, Amber wasn't there. 11:15, Amber wasn't there. 11:30, Amber strolls in. So
this, an hour and a half late.
Hour and a half late. And this is her getting out of the car. And she does not really have anything to say.
You'd expect that, though. Not much to say walking into it.
You can listen to that just a little bit.
What do you think about people that don't believe your claims that Johnny beat you?
Amber, are you okay?
Was there a particular reason you were so late today? Just nervous about taking the deposition, or?
Are you intimidated?
Well, she was smirking about the question about people who don't believe her, but she didn't say anything. Here's the thing. She didn't say anything inside the office either.
Yeah, I was going to say, so this is the weirdest part of the story. So Amber Heard was there in that office, never walked foot into the room where the deposition was supposed to be taken.
In the conference room.
Yeah, there was a videographer, there was a court reporter, everybody waiting to take this deposition, and she never actually did it. Amber Heard did not leave that office till 9 p.m.
And she never walked in the conference room where the deposition was supposed to be taken. She was sitting in another office with her lawyers.
Right. A question, what happens for 11 hours if you don't give the deposition?
Here's what we're told. We're told that what they did instead was discuss settlement of this entire case. Remember, there's a divorce on the table. There's also a temporary restraining order that's there that's about to have a hearing for a permanent one. So they were discussing settlement of the entire case. That makes sense, except for the fact that this deposition has been a huge part of their arguing, these two sides, for the last several weeks. So
I think the word huge is not big enough. It should be a word bigger than huge. It was everything.
Right.
That Johnny's side wanted to get her under oath. And there were multiple times when Amber said she was going to make it, but didn't make it. And this is when the rubber met the road and the judge said, okay, you got to show up. She shows up. They are ready to take it. Why?
Am I detecting that you feel like she got cold feet for some reason?
Ish. I'm feeling something. There's something.
I'm asking you, 'cause it seems like she got gunshot to a degree, like something's up for you.
And
there's something weird to me about this.
And if Harvey's right, guys, if Harvey's right, then Amber Heard's in trouble, because if she just refused or wouldn't do it or wouldn't go into the room or something like that actually happened, a judge has already ordered her to do this deposition. If that's true, I think the judge in this case is going to be pretty upset. The other thing that could happen, this could all go away. Like I said, they were there for 11 hours trying to settle. If they settle, it's the end of it.
And they've been talking about trying to settle it, and it seems like both sides kind of want to do it. But this was the golden opportunity of his lawyers to go after her and ask her really hard questions. You know, why is it that when the cops came in and looked at you, you had no visible signs of injury, yet you looked like that 2 days later, and that they say they saw nothing broken?
So you feel like it makes the case that she's trying to make against him way less compelling by the fact that she didn't want to answer those questions?
Oh, yeah, they had a million questions to ask her, and they didn't ask a single question. It just seems weird to me.
Hey, TMZ, this is Gracie from Jersey Shore. I think this speaks to the veracity of the case. Ever since I first heard it, I thought something just didn't seem right. If something smells like fish and it tastes like fish, there's usually something fishy about it. If this is something that she really takes seriously, and that's a position where she feels she's in, and she's representing a lot of women out there, I just think that she would take it a little bit more seriously and come on time, not an hour and a half late.
Okay. You know what they say, right?
What?
If it smells like fish, you must acquish. Okay.
My God.
So, I don't know.
What?
It's the best I could do, man.